Let's pull some tarot about it. Today has been one of the most stressful but yet weirdly fruitful and productive days I've had in a really long time. I'm just ending the day really tired, but I feel like I need some guidance. I need to feel a little something in my soul, feel something stirring. Oh, that one's making me light an incense. Hold on one second. There are some people here that are putting themselves in a little bit of a position where they're not paying attention to their strength. There's a lot of strength here. There's a lot of knowledge here, a lot of experience here, but you're ignoring that. You're not living in your power because you're not living in your strength. You're literally surrounded by everything that you need, and you have everything that you need in order to succeed. All of the things that you've been working toward up to this point, they're here. They're finally here. Someone sent me a picture yesterday, and it was this tweet that someone had posted, or I guess whatever they are for X now, that someone had posted that said, I spend so much time worrying about everything that I forget to realize that I'm exactly where I wanted to be once. That makes me feel something in my soul, and that's exactly what's happening here. You're spending so much time worrying and keeping yourself up at night that you're failing to realize, you're exactly where you wanted to be. Take a look around. At some point in your life, up to this point, you wanted to be exactly where you are. So realize that. The things that are keeping you up at night, the things that are making you have nightmares, making you have night terrors, sleep paralysis, whatever it is, or just keeping you up, keeping you awake, those are just anxieties. And boy, oh boy, are they anxieties, because literally the Five of Wands came out twice from two different decks. You got double anxiety. That's all it is, though. It's just anxiety. But just as much anxiety that you have right now, you also have a really loud intuition. You're seeing things a lot clearer than what you're giving yourself credit for. You're just so used to surviving and so used to things going wrong that you're going to pick apart things when they go right until they finally do go right. And then even then, you don't want to believe it that they're actually going right. But things are actually going right now. There's actually a lot of harmony in the air. I think the thing is that whenever we expected the harmony, we expected it to be peaceful and nice and flow and blah blah blah, but that's not always the case. Whitewater Rapids, yeah, they have a harmony to them. They move, in sync, in motion. They know their steps, they know where they're going, they know what rocks they're bending around, but they're scary and they're not peaceful. There's a lot going on. They're beautiful, they're awesome, but there's a lot going on there. And that's what's happening here. A lot of stuff is happening in harmony for you. You just weren't ready for it. And that's okay. You are ready for it in your soul. Just your body's a little tired because you didn't expect this. That's a better way to put it. You didn't expect it. You're ready for it, though. Give yourself credit. It's going to be a little tiring. It's going to be a little exhausting, but you got this. And the fruit that you will receive at the end of this, from all of the seeds you've planted, from all of the watering you've done, all of the sunlight you've made sure hits the perfect spot, all of this that you've been doing up to this point for the last year, all of 2023, it's about to pay off. It's going to pay off. It's okay. This is just the final solidification. Right now, there is a very, very big need for calculatedness and precision. You have got to really think about the things that you're doing, the steps that you're taking. Think with wisdom. Think with all resources. Don't just think with what's right in front of you. Don't just think with what's a habit. Try to think through every single piece of information that you've gotten. I guarantee you there is something that you've learned along the way that can answer a question that you're asking everyone right now looking for the answer to, and you've already got it. You learned it 5 years ago. You just packed it away and then don't see it as a viable answer because for some reason you think that you're less qualified to answer that question just because it's something that happened years ago and it's not happening right now. But if it happened years ago and you packed it away, you still know it. It's still something you did. It just might need a little updating. Just might need a little support from the present. And that's okay. That's valid. You've got all the skills. You got everything you need. You just got to be calculated. And you've got to use wisdom. And you've got to use every bit of wisdom and knowledge that you have. Every bit of it. Don't just do what you feel like you're a master at now or what your specialty is now. Pull from everywhere. Be sure not to be vengeful right now. There might be something that you're kind of dealing with where you're getting out of the depression phase of it, but you're kind of getting into the anger phase of it. Maybe the blame phase, maybe the regret phase. There's some things that are happening that are making you feel a little resentful. Try not to get revenge. Try to let it go. I know it's hard. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but don't let that anger eat you alive. There's stuff underneath that anger. There's pain under the anger. There's embarrassment under the anger. There's heartbreak under the anger. And I know those things are hard to face, but trust me, you will feel a lot more at peace when you face those, work through them, and get over it, than if you stay angry for a long time and plot revenge. Because that revenge is only going to hurt you at the end of the day. How much time you would be spending on getting revenge and focusing on someone else, you could be using focusing on you and processing your life and getting your life to where you want it to be, and then also realizing that you're exactly where you want to be right now. But chasing somebody and chasing after revenge would take you out of where you want to be. So don't do it. You're better than that. Someone here is keeping themselves in a heartbreak. This is not victim blaming. It's not. You did not break your own heart. You didn't, but you're still sitting in it. That person that broke your heart, they're not sitting in it. They moved on. They left. They didn't care. Or maybe they did, but they didn't care enough to stay around. Let yourself out of the bottle. Let yourself out of the bottle. Turn it up to the dome. Use the skills that you've learned in therapy. If you haven't been in therapy, that's okay. Go to therapy. Learn some skills to help you get out of this heartache, out of this rut. Meditation is good, but let yourself get over the heartbreak. I know that it's hard to accept that the heartbreak is there and that it is over because you don't want to accept that that person is gone. But you're going to have to eventually get over it because that person is gone. And sitting in the heartbreak isn't going to bring them back. You're much better than that. And you have a lot better things waiting for you. And you're gonna miss out on those better things if you stay sitting in heartbreak. Again, you are seeing everything clearly. All the stuff that is going on around you right now, you see it clearly. You have all the information that you need. It is time for you to just move, but move forward. Not in any other direction, just forward. Don't look back, don't look to the side, don't ADHD around, just look forward. And finally, fortune is on your side. You've got amazing things going for you. There is some distance that's happening for some of you right now where you're having to take space from somebody or something, or your dream job, or from your dream path, or your career, or something that makes you feel whole, something that makes you feel good, that you were like, this is a good thing that I was working toward. It was a good thing. And this space is needed. This space is what will bring the good thing to you. When we get to end something, we have a tendency to sit there and watch it, and we wait for water to boil. But if you sit there and watch it, it's going to take so long. You got to go focus on you for a second. You got to let things work themselves out. And that's what's happening right now. Things are just working themselves out. It does not need your attention. It does not need your wit. The distance is there for a reason. What does need your attention and your wit is you and your movement and your direction and the things that you are doing. Not what someone else is doing, not what something outside of your control is doing. Just you. You got this. I believe in you. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can go to Mage Forums on Etsy. Unfortunately, I'm not able to list my tarot readings here on the TikTok shop. If this aligned with you, it will find you. If it doesn't, don't forget, keep scrolling. It costs $0. $0 to mind your own business. Have an awesome day.